Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Santan Valley, Arizona, where the weather is beautiful. I will say this is why we live in 150 degree summers. Okay, well, it's not really 150 degrees, but this summer went on and on and on and on and on, and it was very, very hot. So this is why we do it, because the weather is beautiful, and when I see the snow pictures, I love to see the snow. I remember the snow from growing up, the crunch of the snow, the smell of the fresh snow, but I remember the cold of the fresh snow, and my blood is very thin now, so I can't handle the cold. So I'm just gonna brag and say it's gorgeous here. So anyways, I want to thank you for joining me. Hello, Virginia. I want to thank you for joining me with today's live. This is actually number 58 on my Teach Me Tuesdays with Diana. Can you believe it? That went fast, right? So today we are going to do Christmas cards. Are you sick of Christmas cards? I hope you are not. I still have to do my Christmas cards. I always tell Jeff we're like the cobbler's family. The cobbler's children had no shoes. The Stampin' Up! Demonstrator has no Christmas cards done. So hopefully most of you that did my Christmas card of the class each month are well stocked, and all you have to do is address those envelopes, put some stamps on it, and you're good to go. So I wanted to do some quick Christmas cards today. So, and this is for those that didn't get them done, or you still have a few, that you got to do. So I'm going to be showing some fun little quick cards today. So, lots of snow in Ontario, and my sister sent a picture, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I know, I feel bad, but you also get the beautiful green grass and stuff that we don't get here in the desert. Not where we are anyways, but okay. So let me turn the phone around. All right, here we go. All right, is it look up the nose time? Oh, and Marcy, it's snowing there now. Flip that around. All right, so let me put this, try to get it in place, and I'm gonna check the group really quick. Hold on a second. Thanks for always letting me do that. I feel bad for the people that watch on YouTube later, because they have to, they're not seeing all the cute little comments. Okay, so that looks good. That looks good. All right, let me get situated. Okay. Oh, don't mess with the phone, Diana. All right. Okay, that looks good. All right, so what I am going to be using is my Stamparatus. The Stamparatus is the key to doing multiples, for sure. So I have showed you before. I have cut a piece of paper. I have my images or whatever I'm going to be die cutting out. So I have my snowman and my greeting. And then what I did was I stamped them on the piece of paper. Then I took the piece of paper over to my die cutting machine, and I die cut it out my snowman, and I die cut it out my greeting. So you'll see that this is kind of crooked. It doesn't matter, because when I put the pieces in, so then what I'm going to do is, now I have cut a bunch, and I will be doing a lot more, but I have cut a bunch of blank snowmen and blank greetings, and I have showed you this before, so I'm just reminding you, or if you're new, you may not have seen this. So I'm putting my little pieces in. Then I put my snowman up here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my snowman. And I'm going to ink up my greeting. And I'm going to be using the cherry cobbler. And I just want to get the greeting with the cherry cobbler. Then I'll bring it over and stamp. And then just give it a good rub. And then when you pull it away, da, 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 the snowman is where he needs to be. And the greeting, it doesn't matter that I put the greeting on crooked on here, because when I did the die cut, I just die cutted it crooked, and it doesn't matter because now it's always going to be right because I put my little die cut in crooked. All right, so then this is just the little adapter doohickey that goes on the pick tool. I just leave it out. I don't ever put it in the pick tool because I always have the brush in there, and then I have the little poker on that side. So I just leave it out, and then it just grabs a hold of the snowman, and then I just have this stack, and then I just keep doing it over and over, over and over, and over and over. Now, I'm not going to be doing it over and over today, but I just wanted to show you a little thing that makes it go quicker. All right, so let me put that back behind me. All right, another thing that helps me is I have 3 sets of the dies. Now, this is not something that probably like a regular stamper would do, but as a demonstrator, when I know I'm going to be using a die a lot, I will buy multiples because I'm able to get 3 in one shot. So I cut my paper in half and I go boop, 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 and then run it through, and now I have 3 ready to go. So you might not, do that. So, but I just want to let you know that that's what I do. Now, it doesn't mean I have 3 of the stamp sets. So, but that's okay. All right. So let me get that out of the way. So, all right. So this is where the die came from, was this snow time. And the stamp is Snow Wonder. So put that out of the way. I'm also going to be using the Pine Wood Planks embossing folder. Yeah, Virginia, the pick, that's what I did too. Instead of having to, I love that you can take them out and stuff, but it was just easier to buy another one and have it always ready to go. And this is easy to use without it being in the little thingy. So, and then you can just have a little saucer on your table with the little ends, and all's good. All right, so I'm going to use the Pine Wood Planks 3D embossing folder as well. I'm also using, and these might have, you might have missed these in the holiday catalog. So these are the Wonder of the Season Memories and More cards and envelopes. Now these go with the Memories and More cards, but I'm not necessarily one to get those unless there's stuff in it that I super want. But the envelopes and the cards are always fun to have because this is so pretty. It's got this red, gorgeous, like cherry cobbler foil on it. So I'm going to be using those. I have this little stack growing behind me that I hope doesn't fall on the floor. All right, so let me start the card. All right, hold on here. So we have one of our cards. And then the envelope. Now, I'm not going to decorate the envelope today because it already has this pretty decorative stuff on the back of it. So I probably won't put anything on the front because I'm going to be, addressing it. And, I could maybe stamp the little snowman's head. But it just depends. If I do, when you're doing Christmas cards, there's certain things that you decide if you're going to do at the beginning or the end. Like if you get them all done, you might go, you know what? I do have time to put that snowman head in the corner of my envelope. But if you don't, no one's going to know, oh, where's my snowman head? They won't know that. All right, so we have our little piece of cardstock, and I'm just giving it a crease with my bone folder. And then what I did was I have, this is a 6 by 4-inch piece of cherry cobbler. And what I did was I ran it through the pine wood die, or not die, embossing folder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my cutter. Let me close this ink pad because that cherry cobbler is just screaming like saying, touch me, get your hand in there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my cutter and I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. And now I have my 2 pieces. So I ran it through the folder one time, but I have 2 pieces. So that will save you some time there. Let me get the cutter back where it belongs. All right, so now we're going to come back to our card. So we are going to, and now you can decide if you want your lines to be up or down. So I think I'm going to have them be down this time. And again, I'm still using my fast fuse to use it up. All right, now this is going to go in this little square, rectangle, whatever the heck shape right here. And then, so then I have this one all ready to go. So we can do, where's another card? So this is like an easy one to get a bunch done. Then this time I'll glue this one down just to see the difference. So that's going to go in there. All right, so we have 2 cards ready to go. Now let's get to our snowman. So I'm going to use a little piece of paper just because the snowman will bleed through and onto my mat. All right, and we are just going to color him quickly. So let me scoot down so you can see. We are not going to be super crazy with the coloring of the snowman because we're doing 1,000 of these, okay? So we are just going to quick. Okay, maybe just 500. But you know what? However many you do, if you can do stuff to make it go a little faster, definitely do it. All right, so I added a little bit of the light pool party around the snowman. Let me turn this light on. All right, hopefully that's not too bright. Because sometimes I look back at the video when I put it up and I'm like, well, it's too bright. But sometimes it looks too dark. So, all right. So now I'm going to take my light soft suede, right? Like always. And I'm going to put a little bit of light soft suede there. And a little light soft suede around the edge there. And right here. And this time, I'm actually going to be using the cherry cobblers because I used the cherry cobbler cardstock. So I'm going to take my dark cherry cobbler and I'm going right over top of the soft suede and a little bit out of it so that we'll have 3 variations of colors. And cherry cobblers are very dark red. And I'm going to put some up here in the little berries too. And then I'll finish it off with the light. It's so funny. I could see some of you like chatting, you know, on the Facebook, and that's so fun. All right. So then I'm just putting the light and filling in the area. So now we have our cute little scarf. And then it's up to you if you want to do anything else. Now I put a little bit of Granny Apple Green. Oh, Brenda, these the cards in the envelopes, I know I snagged them right away just because, well, I always get one of each. Whenever we have a pre-order, I always try to get one of each, not of everything, but a wide variety. And then I decide after I see them. So, and I'm going to do a little nose, a little bit of pumpkin. All right. And when I got my first pack, I thought, oh, those those are cool because you can do so much with them. All right. Now you still have time, but you'd have to like know exactly, like have all your pieces ready to go, and then you just have to slap it together. Just because Stampin' Up! Is giving us a date of December the 9th, if you want to get anything for like Christmas presents or whatever, December the 9th is the day that they're suggesting to get your order in, just because there's going to be more mail because people are not being able to see each other. So just keep that in mind. All right. So then you can decide if you want to color the hat, if you want to do anything else. You could add some Wink of Stella, add a little sparkle. Because now, and this is another thing that you would wait till the end. If it's December the 24th and you're still working on your Christmas cards, please don't use the Wink of Stella. Get those in the mail. But if you're like working on them now, you still have some time. Now you can also add a little bit of gel pen. I know we don't sell the gel pen, but I usually have gel pens on hand. So I'm just putting a little bit here and there, and it just emphasizes that gingham scarf a little bit. Let me lift that up a little bit. So it just emphasizes the gingham scarf just a little bit. I love a gel pen. I always have them, and I just get them on Amazon. All right, so there's the little snowman. Now let me get all that stuff out of the way and bring our card back. So now we have our card, we have our snowman, we have our greeting, and now let's assemble. So I'm going to put the snowman on, and this is why you put a piece of paper underneath. So see how that bleeds through? So you don't want it to bleed through. And that's why I didn't put anything on the actual card, because I don't want it bleeding through the card. So the card is just basically a card base, and then I'm just building on it. All right, so we have our snowman with our dimensionals. And then our greeting will also have dimensionals on it. And I think these are my dimensionals for my paper pumpkin. They have a little bit more of a spongy feel to them. All right. Then we're going to put our little greeting on. And then you can decide if you're going to put it underneath. I think I want to put it underneath so that I'm not hiding my snowman. So there's our little Happy Christmas, or whatever greeting you decide. And again, okay, we still have some time. We don't have to get them in the mail just yet. So now we can decide if we have time to add little embellishments. So the snowflakes are really, really cute. Oh, but they're for next year? Well, that's good then. So you have time to get these. But if you're working on them for this year, you got to get busy. And that's me. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right. So the snowflakes are cute. And these are the adhesive backed snowflakes. Or the basic pearl jewels would be cute too, because then they would look like snowballs. So I'm going to do the pearls, because I did one with the snowflakes already. And then you can decide which one you like. All right, so I'm just going to flick that little pearl right inside the card. Come on, baby. All right, so then little tiny pearls. And I'm only going to put 3 because it's a small area. An uneven number is more pleasing to the eye than an even number. And I don't want to put 5. So 3 it is. So this one is ready to go as well. But let me show you. So this is the one I did earlier. Let me scoot up just a little bit. So this is the one I did earlier. And I used the snowflakes. And this one does not have any of the gel pen. It does not have the Wink of Stella. I put the greeting on I put it over top of the snowman. So they look a little bit different. not tons. I didn't do the nose on this guy. So, but look how fun these cards are. And then you have the whole inside to write, you know, hi, how are ya? I miss ya. And if you want, like if you wanted yours to be tall, you could still put it together like this. You know, if you want it to be a tall card, and then you could have your greeting be up here or something. So it's really up to you. But so this is probably going to be my Christmas card. Just because I can get a bunch done, and it is super cute, right? So so make sure if you're putting an order in, you need those, get them right away. All right, speaking of placing an order, it is December the 1st. So now we have a new host code. So the host code for December is right there. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please go to my blog and click on the ordering link, and you can use that host code. That's only if you're spending like under 150. If you're spending more, then don't use the code, because then you'll get hostess benefits. All right, so what else is going on? Oh, we also have new incentive for this month. So I always have an incentive. So if you order 75 before tax and shipping, you earn a little goodie in the following month. So these are actually new ladybug trinkets. So these aren't available till January the 5th. Now I'm a demonstrator, so we can pre-order early. So I have a couple of these packs, but look how cute these little ladybugs are. So there's 20 in a pack. They're gold, antique gold finish. So this will be what you will get if you spend $75 before tax and shipping in December and use the hostess code. And then in January with your thank you card, you will get these 20 little ladybugs with your card. Super, super fun. So I was trying to decide what to do. I always like to do something new, and I can't order them till January the 5th. So for everybody, so it'll work out good. But so they are adorable. All right, and then you just put the same size as, let's see, where's my glue dots? The size of a glue dot. So I'm going to put one on a glue dot. And we're going to put one right here. And that will remind me all month long. When I see that little ladybug there, she's going to remind me that that's the incentive for December. All right. What else do I have to tell? What else? Zany Zebras is the class of the month. So you will get the Zany Zebras stamp set. Supplies for 9 cards. So there's 3 different designs, 3 of each, plus 1. Now the plus 1 is probably going to be a 3D item. So I don't want to tell too much because I like to have some surprises in my classes in the mail. And then you'll get the PDF with the supply list and then the private video link. So you can make your cards along with me. If you already have the stamp set, you just pick a different set. The same value. So again, make sure you holler at me with my blog right there, and you need to let me know by December the 15th, because that is the sign up date for the Zany Zebras, and they're so cute. All right, so I think I told everything. I think I did tell everything. So I'm glad you joined with me today. And so you know what I'm going to be doing for a while. But so hopefully that gave you some ideas, maybe to speed up your stamping, whether it be a Christmas card or anything. Thank you cards. We need multiples of thank you cards. You might be a person that likes to get all their birthday cards done for the year in January. So it's the same thing. You might get all your January or all your birthday cards done at the beginning of the year. So hopefully you might have learned a trick or two. So I'll stop jibber jabbering, and I'll get this uploaded to YouTube, and I will see you tomorrow for my What You Making Wednesdays, and that is a YouTube live, and that's at 2:00 p.m. Arizona time. So who knows what I'll show tomorrow? Your guess is as good as mine sometimes. All right, so I'm gonna really say bye for now, and have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.